This is for General James Holmes of Air Combat Command. Sir, I do not do this lightly, but your subordinates at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, including the staff judge advocate, have prevented a proper notification under 18 USC 4, which requires me to notify either a judge or a other civil or military authority, a person in such a civil or military authority, promptly. The judge refused. The civil authority of the FBI, they are sitting on the case for unknown reasons for 4 weeks. They will not do nothing. They certainly don't accept the felonies. The military, your judge advocate rejected recalling a lawyer friend of mine, Martha Beach. Martha's been a lawyer for over a decade, I believe. Before that, the judge advocate would have found that she was a paralegal for the U.S. Air Force, a successful paralegal, because she went to law school and she's doing a quite nice job in this town. But she couldn't get a return phone call from a lawyer or from the staff judge advocate. So I'm left with trying to notify other people. Colonel Stephen Quast was a handshaker of ours, the lady who is being murdered by elder cleansing, and myself as her companion, basically. I was her housemate. She took me in because I had tried to get judges in jail in Florida and failed. We were friends. We were basically like adopted mother and father, mother and child and all. And she called me that for the first time last month. So, yes, I got the flags behind me. This is an American law, 18 USC 4. There is no right for the judge or other civil or military authority to refuse to accept the felonies, and yet they did. These people who did that, including your subordinates, should be sanctioned. If not, criminally prosecuted if there is a crime involved. I believe there might be, at least as far as the civil ones. They have a duty to report felonies. I'm not so sure about the military. They may be able to duck anything they want to duck. Cowards though they be, it would be easy to take it and go with it. It's not your duty to investigate. You can say that my felonies are suspect. You can say that you're only following the implicit requirements of 18 USC 4. But get your judge advocate or one of his many lawyers to figure this out. It's easy once you read the very simple language of the probably before 1800 law, misprision of a felony law, 18 USC 4. So I have yet to hear from General Quast, Lieutenant General Quast. So I'm going ahead and notifying you, this lady may die. She may die tomorrow. She may die this morning. She may die the moment after I turn this camera off. But she may live, and she may be savable if only somebody acts quickly. Well, I'm acting quickly because I am required to report it to somebody who will accept it. So far, no one's accepted. Will you accept it, General Holmes? Look at Lieutenant General Stephen Quast's thing for the nexus between myself and Colonel Quast, and between, of course, Mrs. Carlisle and Colonel Quast. Also, the nexus between you and Goldsboro is obvious. It's within your air command. My father was a major for air commands across the United States and into Greenland. He was a procurement officer underneath a 3-star general. He knows about air command. I know a little bit about it. I'm sorry to go this high, but your base commander is base. He's a fool, and he got bad legal advice from whoever that lieutenant colonel is. I hear it's a woman. The prior one was a woman. It isn't because she's a woman, because Martha Beach said they have no choice. They accept it and they ship it on to the civilians. That's the obvious thing. You're included in a federal statute. You can't run away from it. unless you are a lily-livered coward like the base commander and his staff judge advocate is. Yes, I am gunning for those two people. They wasted 8 days of a possible saving of this wonderful Air Force wife, Air Force widow, and 28-year volunteer. Assign someone, please. I beg of you, get this out quickly and get a person at Civil Rights Division high up, presumably the top, but maybe his assistant, and get them to consider rescuing a hostage now for over a month. This is obscene to happen in America. You stay out of it after you get the message across, because the military doesn't rescue, not in these circumstances. But you can be a big aid towards getting it started. General Holmes, I am an Air Force baby. I was born at Fort Sam Houston because there were no Air Force hospitals, surrounded by the 5 Air Force bases, among those that my father at that Air Command was servicing as the procurement officer from Air Command. I am Air Force true and true. Please don't disappoint me. Save the lady if she's savable. Please.